Assalamu alaikum. I wanted to share two really beautiful things that touched me while I've been reading the Quran recently. You have to understand I'm coming at this with a history of Southern Baptist evangelical type belief that I am deconstructing. The Bible, or the Gospel as it's referred to in the Quran, is where I first heard these things, and I am having such a shift in views as I'm reading it. The first thing that really brought some peace to my heart regarding the religion I grew up in and what I'm reading now is that children are considered innocent. Children are considered innocent. They do not have by default sin on them. After being told as a kid that I was born out of sin because my mother had me out of wedlock, that I was filthy and that I was not lovable even as a child because of this first sin that I had inherited, that was really, really destructive to grow up in. So to now read and hear that children are considered innocent until the stage where they can determine for themselves right and wrong, that is it's such a relief from what was indoctrinated into my mind. And it's such a peace for these absolutely innocent souls that we are seeing being lost in Gaza. The second thing, which makes sense because they kind of go hand in hand with each other, is that in the Quran, according to Allah, hell does not have to be eternal. While they believe in a hell, there's a verse that I read this morning that says, if he wills it, he can remove you from hell, or something like that, which is also very comforting because one slip up was what I was taught and you were going to hell and there was no getting out of it. So to hear, and this goes back to how many times he says that he is merciful, to hear that it is not a complete final punishment, and I really don't want to misspeak here, it gives him the idea of being merciful past the point which most people believe you can get redemption, which is huge. The amount of hate-laced Christianity that I was indoctrinated in is so sad. The absolute mercy and love and care that seems to come out of the Quran from Allah is still mind-blowing. What an opportunity to be able to study this God in a completely different light, in a merciful, loving light that does not hold the people who believe in him under threat as the God of the Bible did. It's been very enlightening and I'm still thoroughly enjoying myself.